morning is the only time I think we can do stuff, right? Because evenings, by the time you get to the evening, you are like done with the day. Like you have a mental breakdown, you have a physical breakdown. So whatever each of us have to do, we'll have to do it in the morning. So mornings, of course, we sleep very early. And both of us, we wake up very early as well. So if I wake up early, I'll do my workout, whatever I have to do, like running or strengthening exercises, whatever I have to do. But Milam knows that I will be the first one to do it because I take priority. So 1 hour is what we know. Like I'll do it, and then once I'm back, I'll take over. Then Milam is like, I don't know, Ayan. You take care of Ayan. Now it's my time. But now Ayan also understands. He sees me running, doing stuff. He sees Milam cycling, and I think which has got into his genes. He sees both of us active, so I think he's also going to be super active. He's not interested in anything else. Just like being active, running around, cycling. Sometimes they mama running karte hain और आप running करते हो. So both of us will go down, play time like in the evening. We'll be running in the society like doing competition.
I am Venky, a working professional in IT as well as an amateur masters athlete and a coach for endurance sports. You are listening to the Working Athlete podcast. Here, I talk to working athletes from all walks of life and experts from various sports to provide you with inspiration, training tips, and lifestyle advice. If this is something that interests you, I have a small request from you. Please subscribe to the channel on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts from. You can also let me know what you like and what you would like to listen to more of by commenting in the comment section on YouTube. I promise to do my best to improve with each episode and bring you the best content that helps you and me get better each day. In this episode, I talk to my friend Richa Bigghe. Richa is a working mom and a runner. We both ran the Tata Mumbai Marathon Half Marathon earlier this year. I have known her as the life partner of my riding partner Milam Saxena, and I have always been impressed by how they support each other's athletic pursuits while managing their own work and raising a 2-year-old together. Richa has stayed active late into her pregnancy a couple of years ago and has picked her running back up and managed to run a half marathon just months after delivery. In this episode, she shares her no-nonsense approach to training, what can help women stay active through pregnancy, and how they can get back to activity soon after delivery. She also shares how she manages to prioritize her well-being and her career along with her family. It was great to sit down and get to know more about this supermom. I hope you enjoy this conversation as much as I did. This episode is brought to you by The Bike Affair. If you are in search of a one-stop destination that caters to all your cycling needs, our today's sponsor, The Bike Affair, is the perfect place to check out. I have known the founders of The Bike Affair, Krish and Gokul, personally for nearly 15 years now. In fact, my first century ride was with Krish back in 2008. They are both exceptional human beings and entrepreneurs that believe in providing exceptional service to their customers. And it shows. With over 14 years of experience, the Bike Affair has established itself as a trusted source offering honest advice and exceptional service. They are offering a special treat for the listeners of this podcast. You can enjoy a 10% discount on your first order by using the code BikeyVenky on their website. So if you are in Hyderabad, visit their store in Kondapur, or if you are anywhere else in India, shop online by using the link thebikeaffair.com. I will leave the link in the show notes. Now, enjoy the podcast. Hi, Richa. Welcome to the Working Athlete podcast.
All right, thank you so much, Venky.
So, Richa, we just ran Mumbai Marathon half together.
Marathon, yes.
It was super to see you there, and that was my first TMM experience. Was that how many?
It was my 19th, 20th. I think third. It was my third. I was supposed to run last year, but I had lower back injury and pain, and my physiotherapist said, "Don't go for it. You're going to exaggerate it." So I had to cancel all my tickets and bookings, and I was really bummed to miss that event. But I'm so happy I was able to run after 2 years TMM, like a proper half marathon with the pace I wanted to run. Of course, the target was something else, but Mumbai
Yeah,
immediately.
we'll get into it. We'll
Yeah.
get into it. But curious, what was your relationship with sport growing up, if any?
Honestly, I was not playing any sport in the school. I remember I used to play basketball in the school. In my, I think, class 6, 7, or probably 7 or 8 class. And I remember we were doing like proper training, like for the intra, like within the school matches and all of that. And one of my coaches said one day that we'll have to go and like participate in some like state, interstate competition. For that, you'll have to do a lot of training and you'll have to like miss your classes in the morning. And I think studies took importance in my life. And I said, no, I'm going to leave basketball. So that was the only sport I used to play in the school, and that's it. Nothing beyond that. I think 2014 or 15 is when I was living in Delhi. I just started running around my society. And just for fun, I ran the Airtel Delhi half marathon for the first time.
Wow.
2015 or I think it was 2015. I remember. Yes, 2015. I remember. I ran for the first time just for fun, and I was so serious about it that I did not even carry my cell phone. I thought all the rules and regulations are very strict. I should not be carrying anything, not any electronic devices. And when I reached there, I saw everybody like clicking selfies and pictures, and I was all alone, no cell phone with me. I even took down like my driver's like number on my wrist to just call him back from some loaner phone later on. And I remember my timing, it was like 2 hours, 52 minutes, something like that, because I was like running, walking, sitting down in between, just resting. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was like, this is amazing. The entire Delhi is coming together. And I think it is the flattest route in Delhi, in India, to be running your half marathon and get your best time.
Nice. So this was in 2015.
2015, yes.
So how long after you started running was this?
TMA?
No,
Oh,
that
this
first
was,
half.
I think, 6, 7 months probably. No
Ah.
training, nothing. That's what I'm saying. No training, nothing. Just for fun, I registered because I'm in Delhi and I've heard like a lot of news and gossip about ADHM. Let's go for it. Entire Delhi is running, and Delhi radio jockeys promote it a lot. I said, let me just go for it. And later, when I came back, I told my brother and my dad, you should also go for it. We should all go for it. Because there's 5K, 10K, all sort of categories. I said, we should all go for it. And I remember next year there was a family wedding and I missed it because it was right in the middle of the Airtel Delhi half marathon. Like, I'm going to miss it again this year. I cannot go for it. So next year, 2017, I ran. But TMM first time was 2019. Otherwise, I used to run Airtel Delhi half marathon, 2015, 17, 18. I remember.
15, 17, 18. So, like first time you ran in 2015 was like 6, 7 months
No,
before.
yeah, I don't even know. It's just walking running.
So what was that like build up towards that, like very
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. I was not into like proper training, no strength training. I did not even realize it was important. It was just pure fun, just to have fun, just to enjoy the whole event because so much is happening in Delhi and it's a perfect weather also, right? I remember I wore like a woolen thing above, below the Airtel Delhi T-shirt which they gave us, right? I remember red color T-shirt they gave up. And I remember even the Milam and I, when we met later, we realized both of us have the same T-shirt, and both of us probably did run in that same half. So yeah, it was, and they used to give like generic T-shirts for male and female. So there was no special, like the female T-shirts are supposed to be different,
right,
but generic T-shirts they used to give. So no build up, no strength training, nothing.
I think. So did it change when you did went back in 2017?
No, even I used to do a bit of gymming and all, but no strength training. I would say.
But the training itself for
no, no
nothing.
coach. This is the first time I have taken like a proper coach for TMM 2025. That too, like a 3-month training plan. And I don't know if I was like literally cursing myself. Did I do the right thing? Am I going to live up to it? Because I used to hate long runs on weekend, right? Because Milam and Ayana sleeping on Sunday morning, and I am like a stupid person running out like for 1.5 hours in the morning, and I want to rest after that. So why am I doing this? So no, nothing, no training, nothing. I think the proper strength training I started only during the COVID times when everybody got stuck at home and we had nothing to do. And I started reading a lot about it. So that's when I started doing proper strength training and also focused on running. But before that, nothing, no training.
Right. So, I mean, like, say, for example, you signed up for 2017 and 18, like ADHM, right? What used to happen in the months before that? Any kind of
Just a bit of anxiety. To be honest.
No long
I
runs,
used to
nothing?
no, nothing.
Ah.
I remember, I think
So you just show up on
just
the...
show up, and I was very happy doing that.
Wow.
So that's what Milam used to tell me, right? Like, you are not following any structured training program and you want to do sub 2 half marathon. What are you thinking? So he tells all of his friends, if you're not doing a proper structured training, you cannot like target like a certain time and you will do it. So
Right.
this time I said, okay, I'm doing structured training. Maybe I'll be able to achieve like sub 2 half
Right.
marathon. Of course, Mumbai weather did
Yeah.
not allow that.
Nice.
But no structured training at all. What I'll do is, let's say Sunday I have the run. Maybe on a Friday I'll just go and do like evening run 5-6K. I'm like, I think I can do it. It's all mental game. I used to read a lot. It's all mental game. If you know you want to do it, you will do it.
Nice.
It's all mental. So even right now, I don't even think about like full marathon. I know it's a mental game, but I know I will lose that mental game. I can do half marathon. That's still fine with me.
Nice. But you said COVID period is like where running took more of a shape.
Yeah.
So what it became a bit more regular?
More regular because we were not going anywhere. We were
Right.
stuck at home. The good thing was in the society, they were not stopping people to run. So it was like, you have nothing to do. And I'm quite consistent and regular with my workout. So it sort of, I think, helps mentally as well.
Right.
People who do it, they will know it better. I'm sure you will also resonate with that.
Yeah.
But it was just, I just became very consistent because and of course, Ayan was also not there. So it was just the two of us, we used to wake up, probably have tea or coffee. He used to start on a cycle and I used to go out for my run. So nothing else. So go for a run, sometimes do training if it's too hot outside. So probably train at home, do your strength training. Gyms were closed. So I have all the dumbbells with me, like even like 12.5, 10, everything I have. So kettlebell. So I used to do strength training at home. So focus, of course, you do upper body, lower body, everything. But it was not like, okay, I have to just focus on running and I focus my strength training on running. I used to do mix up everything. Okay, one day upper body, one day lower body, one day HIIT. So it was just my own structured training, which I used to follow.
Right.
And no coach, nothing. I never took a coach. And I don't know, I should take a coach. Maybe it helps you because it helps you be consistent. I know I'm very consistent.
Right.
I can be consistent on my own. I don't need a coach to tell me that you have to be consistent.
Right.
I just need someone to tell me, okay, these are the exercises you have to do, and I'll do it.
Right.
But I don't need like somebody putting like a stick on my head and do this and do that, because I know people can't do that otherwise. They will not be regular. I am very regular. In my head, I know how to do. I'll do it. If I have to wake up at 5 o'clock, I'll do it.
Right.
So that way, I'm very consistent. But yeah, it was just the COVID times when really I started doing a lot of strength training at home, and I think that really helped me, I would say.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So what sort of running mileage or a time, say weekly, how many hours?
So keeping the structured training apart, it was always in my head that I can do like all 5K run like 30-35 minutes on an average. I should do it. And those days I will not do like leg focused strength training. So I can do upper body, I can do core and all. But 30-35 minutes of running and 15-20 minutes, whatever like strength training I have to do. So I'll do that. So maybe alternate days of running and then maybe cross training, do cycling, do elliptical otherwise. But that's how I used to work it out.
Right.
So just look up some YouTube videos or maybe have YouTube videos, play out in the background and then you follow. It's very easy because otherwise you
follow along videos.
You don't have to like look at the time and interval. They'll just tell you keep following them and it's very easy. I have like a list of YouTube videos saved in my playlist, what I have to do this day, liked videos, these are my favorite videos, leg day this video, upper body this video. So that way I am very very planned out. I know that.
Nice.
Some people I follow.
So in terms of say you 2019 was your first TMM?
2019, yes. 2019, that was my first TMM. I was like, Milam, I'm going to do like sub 2. You can't do it. Forget about it.
So
It-
was that also like show up and run, or did you
No,
follow
again, show up and run. I remember I was going to Bombay on Friday, and I think Thursday I did some running in the evening, 5-6K, just to be feeling good about myself that I can do it. And I remember my timing was, I think, 2 hours 33 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
So 2019, and 2019 I ran my ADHM again. So this was in October. We came for a weekend. Milam and I, we came down. ADHM was 2 hours 12 minutes. I was surprised. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then Milam was like, this is even better than mine. My best time. This is great. Without any structured training. And that time it was not COVID, huh? That was still like
Before, yeah.
just at the start of COVID, I would say. And then I think TMM still happened on in 2020. And I was like, I've done 2 hours 12 minutes. I think I can do better this time. 2 hours 22 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
And then COVID happened, so 2 years no running. 2020 after that 2023 I went for TMM, and this was after Ayan was born. So this was like Ayan would have been like 13 months or 14 months. I think everybody got their PR in 2023 TMM because the weather was amazing. It was chilly. I got like 2 hours 5 minutes in TMM.
Wow.
So better than this time.
Yeah. But for that 23, right?
2023.
Were you kind of running regularly? I would think so.
I was, again, like I said, I would do like 5K or alternate days and do some strength training at that point of time. I did physio at that point of time, a bit of physiotherapy for my lower back and all of that. But that's it, nothing beyond that. So I knew I had to do like strengthening exercises for my glutes. That's the weakest part of my body.
Right.
I'm still working on that. Every day I have to like focus on glute strengthening exercises. So I'm still doing that.
Yeah.
But I think that has sort of helped me now. But I remember 2023 TMM, everybody I knew, everybody got a PR. The weather was amazing, new humidity. I remember even after my run was over, I was shivering at the medal area because it was very cold.
Nice.
So of course this year was different.
But how was it? When was Ayan born?
2021 November.
So how was it like? Were you able to continue your workouts and stuff during?
Yeah, and like I said, I'm very consistent. So Milam and I, we had a deal. Because I gave birth, Milam, you have to prioritize me. So, if I wake up in the morning, of course I wake up early in the morning. Both of us we wake up, but I will do my workout first. You have to be with Ayan 1 hour, whatever I do.
No, before Ayan, so Ayan is conceived, right?
Yeah.
You carrying.
Yeah.
So how was it during pregnancy? How were you kind of?
Yeah. So during pregnancy, of course, running took a back seat. After like first trimester, I was not running and all.
Right.
But I was still doing my strength training. There are a lot of YouTube videos on, because I had no complications. Doctor said, you can go ahead with your exercises. Of course, you can't be like stretching yourself beyond what is acceptable. But we got a home cycle for me, if you see that. So that's the cycle we got in my first trimester almost. And I checked with my doctor. She said, as long as it's cycling at home, it's completely fine. You can do your cycling. So I got my strengthening exercises to be done, like pelvic floor exercises, basic squats, which will help you in the delivery. So I was doing that. So it was at home. Again, it was, I think, the second wave of COVID, I remember. So we were stuck at home. We were almost quarantined because other cases near our house had COVID. So we were quarantined at home. We had nothing to do. So cycling and strengthening exercises. So I was doing that. It was pretty consistent.
Right.
Even a day before Ayan was born, I had done like 25 minutes of cycling. So 25 minutes to 30 minutes of cycling. And then your basic exercises for your delivery, which doctor had suggested. So we're still doing that. So that was very active throughout the whole pregnancy as well.
Nice.
So,
And
like I said,
that
I'm very
kind of helped you
recover.
So, and then you were, when were you able to kind of resume activity after the birth?
I would say I started slow walking 1 month later. And this is where I think I've made a bit of mistake. I did not focus on my pelvic floor strengthening exercises, which after the birth every mom should focus on. And I think that was why I had lower back issues later on.
Right.
1 year later. After like 2 months of delivery, I felt I'm strong enough. There's no pain, nothing. I'm fine. I can do my workouts, slow jogging. I remember the first time I walked after 1 month and I came back, I had like DOMS. Like literally my legs were like, what did you do?
Right.
Yeah. Because you're walking after a long time. You were like at home with the kid. So 2 months later, I think I started a bit of running slowly, steadily. I even did my TCS 10K 6-7 months later, which was May, and I got 62 minutes for 10K, which was very good, better than even before Ayan was born. So I was very happy. But this is where I felt I made a mistake. I should have focused on pelvic floor strengthening exercises. And I still tell a lot of mothers who are like talking to me, like my friends and all. I said, this is a mistake I made. You should not be doing that. So, and that was the result. I had like lower back issues later on, and I did not focus on strengthening. So it's much better because I've undergone physiotherapy. I focus on strengthening now. But yeah, I think 2-3 months later, I was able to resume everything, but no issues, no complications otherwise. It was just my glutes were very weak because, of course, the birth and everything took a toll on itself.
Right.
But otherwise, everything was normal.
Nice. And and 6 months later, you did the
TCS 10K.
TCS 10K PB and all.
Yeah, it was better. Yeah,
Nice.
so it was good.
Excellent. That is very interesting because see, I mean, giving birth to a child is not
Not an easy
is
task.
not an easy task, right? And I guess you staying active, kind of exercising and all that through the pregnancy.
Yeah.
You're saying just the day before delivery also you were
Yeah.
cycling and all that.
Yeah.
That's excellent, and that kind of helped you
Yeah.
also post
Yeah.
to kind of quickly get back
Quickly,
to
exactly.
activity.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It was good.
That is really good. And now once Ayan came into the picture, how did you guys kind of manage this? Kind of staying active. You also work,
Yeah.
and he also is a busy bee, and I know you are a busy bee. So how did you kind of
So morning is
manage
the
this?
morning is the only time I think we can do stuff, right? Because evenings, by the time you get to the evening, being a mother, at least because I'm working from home, you are like done with the day. Like you have a mental breakdown, you have a physical breakdown. So whatever each of us have to do, we'll have to do it in the morning. I can't even think about doing anything in the evening unless it's like a walk or something. Otherwise, nothing. So mornings, of course, we sleep very early, and both of us we wake up very early as well. So thankfully, Ayan is at a stage where he wakes up around 6:37. So if I wake up early, I'll do my workout, whatever I have to do, like running or strengthening exercises, whatever I have to do. But Milam knows that I will be the first one to do it because I take priority. So 1 hour is what we know. Like I'll do it, and then once I'm back, I'll take over because Ayan also goes to like play school and all. So I have to get him ready. So then Milam is like, I don't know Ayan. You take care of Ayan. Now it's my time. But now Ayan also understands that I do my exercise. So like even like on Saturdays when Milam goes for a long ride to Nandi, like Mama, आपका exercise हो गया, आपका exercise done हो गया. He knows, and initially he was very like cranky when he used to wake up, Amma kahan hai, Amma kahan hai. But now he knows that when he wakes up, Amma is by default not going to be there unless it's a Saturday. So he will only get Papa. So now he will wake up, Amma nahi, he knows Amma is gone for exercise. If sometimes I'll like literally lock the door and so that he doesn't know I'm here, or I'll probably be at the society gym like after my run, and so he will not disturb. Even if he sees me or like he listens to any noise, he'll try to like knock the door, but he will not be like cranky like he used to be earlier. But he sees that now he sees me running, doing stuff. He sees Milam cycling, and I think which has got into his genes now.
Right.
I feel
Yeah.
like-
Of course. Now he also is cycling
Cycling.
around the apartment.
Exactly. So, and it's good to see him because he's going to be he sees both of us active. So I think he's also going to be super active. He's not interested in anything else. Just like being active, running around, cycling. Sometimes they mama running karte hain, hum aur aap running karte. So both of us will go down, play time like in the evening. We'll be running in the society, like doing competitions.
Nice.
Because he's seen her running in the morning, but in both of us, if to do something, it's in the morning. We cannot do anything in the evening. And the good part is we sleep early. So
Right.
we wake up early, 5:30, 6:30. So by 7ish, 7:30, I'm done. Post that we get Ayan ready, and then Milam is focusing on his workout. But even Milam, for him, it's like 1 hour, right? So I think 1 hour each of us can manage.
Yeah.
If we are like sleeping very well, on time, getting up early. So that's how we manage it right now.
Amazing. So that's what I was telling Milam also. Like, yeah, I see that Saturday he comes for the long ride,
Yeah.
and Sunday
I have the long run.
You have the long run. So it's like good. And more importantly, on a daily basis, not just the weekend, on a daily basis, morning you slot an hour for you and an hour for him.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice little arrangement.
That's why he doesn't come with you guys on Sunday, because he knows Sunday he cannot.
Of course. Yeah.
So Sundays
very rarely when you guys are not in town.
Yeah, exactly. So by default, Sundays no for long rides. Unless he's not gone out on Saturday. Otherwise, Sundays he cannot. That's the deal between us. Saturday he goes out for long ride. Sunday I go for my long run. And that's why curse, right? Like everybody's like sleeping on a Sunday morning, and I'm like literally doing my long run on Sunday morning.
Nice. I mean, it's a curse for most of us. Even if we want to sleep, we can't sleep because that body clock is set for
mornings,
that
early mornings.
Like even if on a vacation, you're wide awake at 5. It's like,
what do you do?
What do you do? Everything is dark.
Even now up until 6:40, it's not like there's no light. So you are like literally, what do you do?
Another month or so it will be light.
It will be like morning, bright early in the morning. But even right now 6:40, like I used to go out for runs at 6. I remember the half marathon which I did before the TMM. It was 6 o'clock I started. It was pitch dark. I was scared to even go outside my society. So first 3 kilometers I did inside, and then I stepped outside. So it's still very dark, and you're like, why am I doing this? Everybody's sleeping. Even during all the half marathons, you're cursing yourself. Why am I doing this? Like for TMM, we woke up at 3:30 in the morning. By the time you're finishing your run, you can still see the moon outside, right?
Exactly.
And then I was laughing at the full marathon guys. Oh wow, these guys are still running. We are done. Sorry, but that's how I looked up at full marathon.
Nice. But I love the way you guys manage, between both of you. Excellent. So now coming to TMM, right?
Yeah.
This year, you followed a structured plan, you said.
Yeah.
How was the build-up like going into the TMM?
So build-up was, we started off with slow runs around mostly, right? And then it was very clear that Tuesdays I'll be doing like standard 15 minutes of easy run, and then Thursday will be interval runnings, speed runs, and then one of the weekends you have to do long run. So pretty structured that way. So I knew by default Tuesday it will be 15
So 3 runs?
3 runs on the week. So Tuesday, Thursday, and one of the weekends. So otherwise, I was doing cross training like cycling, elliptical, and then of course strength training as well. So that's about it.
Right.
One of the weekends long run, and then one of the rest days. So rest day would be like walking or just slow cycling at home, just to keep yourself active.
Right.
Otherwise, I think peak was and the problem was that we had gone to Goa December. So December, I was literally struggling. Where can I do my second half trial half marathon? I could not, because all the roads over there, literally
up and down, all hilly.
So then there was another thing I had to do, a 15-kilometer run. So I remember in South Goa, Milam was like, I'm going out cycling, you go for a 15K run. I'm like, where do I do my 15K run? Like in this slopey up and down roads. I think I did 5K, and then I got back. He's like, you did not do. I said, did you see the roads like this up and down? And I was literally cursing myself. My training is gone for a shit show. What will I do? I cannot run
unless it's on that beach.
Flat road, right?
Miramar road.
Exactly.
Kind of
so Miramar.
up
exactly.
And
so outside our house, there's a GMC road, right?
Correct.
It is also slightly up and down, but not too much. So I was able to do my speed run.
6 kilometers out and back kind of.
Yeah. So it was okay. There was a stretch.
It's flattish.
So there was a stretch which was, I think, 200 or 400 meters, which was sort of flattish. So all my speed runs I used to do there. So at least I will feel good about my runs at least. So I remember I came back on a Friday and I said, Milam, I had to do 15K. I said, let me do a 15K with the tempo pace, right? Just to get my head sorted, I can do it. So there's a 400-meter loop in my society. I just did that, and I was literally counting 37 loops. Okay, first loop, second loop. It gets repetitive as well, right? But then you develop muscle memory, right? That you have your legs will know that this is a flat route, and I got a very good pace, 5:37. I'm like, very good.
Nice.
But it was not the reality. You will find some slopes and all here and there. But after coming back from Goa, I was like, I think I can do it. 21K is not difficult. You can do it. It's mental game. You've done a trial half marathon. You've done 15K. It's nothing that. The thing is now, if I have to do 10K, my endurance is already there. I have to build up on my speed now.
Yeah.
So half I can do. I've done multiple times. It's just in my head.
Yeah.
Why am I doing this?
Yeah. Nice. So the reasonably well and good structured training, and you landed up at this year's
2:06.
uh,
2 hours 6 minutes.
2 hours
6 minutes. Yeah.
But how did the run itself go on the day?
I should have. I could have followed.
Were you enjoying it, or were you cursing yourself, or were
At some point, of course, everybody curses themselves. At some point, everybody does, I feel. But I feel like I could have done better, because I think I was supposed to start slow and then pick up pace. I did the mistake of going slightly faster in the first 2 or 3 kilometers. And then, of course, I sort of hit my target pace. I was like, I think I'm fine. I can manage and continue that. But of course, that will not continue, right? With the humidity trickling in.
Right.
And then after you reach Pedder Road, you were supposed to go fast. You were supposed to like go on negative split. It did not happen. And then why is it happening? When is it going to end? Last 500 meters, 200 meters. So yeah, I should have started slow, but then you never know, right?
Yeah.
You start slow and then you feel like, okay, you don't have the energy left to go fast. So I thought, let me just start fast and do it better. But nonetheless, when I looked at my stats, I think my heart rate was pretty consistent. My pace was sort of pretty consistent. Pedder Road, of course, everything goes for a toss. But after Pedder Road, I thought I can pick up pace, because you go slightly on a downhill and it's almost flattish after that. But I was just not able to pick up the pace.
Right.
I was just not able to, although it was all flat. There was nothing after Pedder Road. But whatever, it's okay. I managed to complete it in almost the time I did last time. So it was not like I went bad, but it's also to do with the weather, right? 2023, the weather was amazing. Everything was amazing. Super chilly, cold. It's very supportive of the running you want to do, right? This time you were there, it was so humid.
Yeah, I mean, so this was my first time there, so I did not know what to expect.
Yeah.
Right, and I was like pretty open. Like I had this like rough target of say sub 2. But it's like I knew it was a little like ambitious.
Yeah.
Because my training, I put myself a 12-week training plan.
Same, 3.
The first 4 weeks went super.
Yeah.
First 6 weeks actually went super.
Yeah.
And then TFN happened.
TFN happened.
And so those 2 weeks I couldn't
No
do
run.
anything, nothing, no runs, nothing. So I went nice cycling. But after coming back from TFN also, I couldn't get into that rhythm.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, started running, then some niggle here.
You're scared.
Oh shit! Oh my God, what's happening? And then 2 weeks out from the half, I managed to do what you tried, the 15 kilometers at tempo.
Yeah.
And I also did something like flat. So I ran from home, and I have whenever I want to run fast, I'll go to that Agara Horomao Lake.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful 1 mile loop around the lake.
Yeah.
So I kept going.
Do it.
So like, oh nice. It was like 15 kilometers. I stopped. I was like, oh, if I continue another 6 kilometers at this pace, I will be fine.
Yeah.
So that gave me a bit of a confidence.
Exactly.
Okay. I said, okay, that was what I needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same here.
And I was like, okay, good, done. I will be, because until then I was like, will I be even able to run? I was like, so that was out of the way. I will be able to run.
Yeah.
At what pace and all, we'll see.
Also, the sleep cycle gets disturbed, right? Like 5 o'clock in the morning, you have to start. So, which means you have to wake up like 3:30, get to the...
No, that is not the,
usual
end
time
of the story also. 1 week before,
Yeah.
I thought I will do a like 10K or something like that. So easy thing.
Yeah.
I started, and then that Sunday before the actual race, I took a few steps, some niggle in the right, about the right calf. I was like, I was like, maybe tight muscles. I tried to hit it, this, that. Nothing. 800 meters, I stopped 3 times. And the next 2 days, I was limping.
Oh God.
I was like, what a great timing. It was like, I thought I wouldn't be running only.
Yeah.
Then 4th day, I think the Thursday, Before taking the flight to Mumbai,
Yeah.
I did a 5K.
Felt
I was
good.
like, okay, I'm able to run. That too, I did it on the train. I mean, on the treadmill.
Treadmill.
I said, okay, pain is not there.
Yeah.
And then we can
Sorted.
go to the start line.
Yeah. I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday we were leaving for Bombay, and Friday evening or like afternoon I started sneezing. I was like, no, I cannot get a cold because your body becomes very weak, right? When you're like having cold. So I took a medicine, like I need to get sorted. I cannot do this. I messaged my coach, what should I do? He's like, take warm milk with haldi. I'm like, I can't have milk with haldi. I took a medicine. Next day morning sorted. Cetirizine, I'm sorted.
And like I said, the race day morning, the race supposed to start at 5. We're supposed to get into the waiting area by 4:30.
4:30.
I was like,
You're not
I had
used
to
to
wake
that.
up at 2:30.
And eat your carbs and eat your gels.
We were staying 1 hour away from the
Oh
start
God. Yeah.
because we went there for work.
Yeah.
This kind of happened. So work was like 1 hour away, Navi Mumbai. So started at, woke up at 2:30.
Oh God.
Got into a car at 3:30 and reached. So 2 kilometers before, I think we were, car was stopped.
Car was stopped, we had to walk.
That was a blessing because
you were able to warm up.
We were able to warm up before we get into the corner. And beautiful, what arrangements. TMM is like another level, the kind of right from the urinals to everything.
Yeah, all the arrangements were amazing.
Everything is like picture perfect for me. If you
this time even we got the t-shirt, right? Otherwise people from a half marathon never get t-shirts. So
oh, is it?
Yeah, they never get t-shirts.
Oh, I got lucky then.
20th year, right, for them. So first time you got t-shirts.
Nice. I never knew.
Only people with doing full marathon, they get t-shirts.
Oh, okay. We got lucky then.
We got lucky this time.
So we got in 5:03 or something.
Yeah.
Started off. I was like confused. We were supposed to Wave C was supposed to start at 5:07 or something.
They started early.
Started early. Wave 2,
left.
Wave B went. Yeah. And there was like
5:03. I think they started. I remember it was. I was in the same.
I was like. What? I did not even start the garden.
We were just walking, but realized we actually start to run now. 5:03 a.m. We have to start running.
We went to it did beep. Oh, I was like, then I was, I was switching on the heart rate monitor, Garmin, and everything. I started running. Like, good thing that there was a warm up.
Yeah,
it was super fun. But the thing is, I forgot everything about pacing.
That's only for the people in the A section.
I was like, okay, I was looking at every kilometer it does that
the average
thing.
Pace, yeah.
And I look, okay, that's fine. 5:33, 5:40. Okay, good. But I was like looking at first, I was very apprehensive. Like, if I don't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, sub 2 baad mein jaye, but
complete
करना है पहले.
Same here for me. That I knew कि 2 तो नहीं होने वाला है for sure. Whatever target like I had, that is not going to happen. So 2:05 जो क्या था उतना meet कर लो वही बात है.
So 5:40 is
5:40 was supposed to be
the
average pace.
Yeah, average pace, right? Until 9-10 kilometers I was there.
Yeah.
And then by that time I knew, okay, Pedder Road climb and all that are there.
Yeah.
Even then it was like 5:40. I said, okay, probably not going to happen because I looked at my HR is like in 170s already. And I'm like, oh, not going to happen.
Pedder Road, I remember I reached, I think 5:50, 5:51, 52 I reached. And I was told that if after Pedder Road, of course, there'll be a downhill. And I knew that, I've done that. So I thought maybe I'll be able to push myself and, bring down the average slightly lower. It did not happen. It went at 5:53, 5:54. Like, now it's not going to happen. Let me just continue and wrap it up.
So it's like I was going by the feel because I knew if it is like this kind of effort, maybe I'll be able to sustain, like keep going. And the HR was is like on the top only. I like, okay, this kept going by the feel. And after Pedder Road climb, I started cramping.
No, I never did not have cramps, so that was the good part.
I started cramping. I could feel them coming on. I like,
Yeah.
okay, just wait for another 20-30 minutes. I'll
Yeah.
be done.
I'll be done.
Then you do whatever.
Telling yourself.
Yeah, and like negotiating with the body. Like, just wait.
Yeah. There are some landmarks, right? Oh, Tarapur Museum of Cross. Okay, another 1 kilometer. Oh, you've crossed this. Okay, another 500 meters. And then they start showing 500 meters, 400 meters. When is 200 meters coming? When is 100 meters coming?
Because I knew nothing, right? I was just enjoying the atmosphere.
Yeah.
The crowd was
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
They were all bringing their own stuff to even like offer it to
Yeah.
the runners.
I mean, I was blown away by the
Yeah.
kind of atmosphere there.
Yeah.
Like the water support, those bottles and the the
Yeah.
fasten up bottles and all that. It was like I was drinking.
No, by the end of the day, I was like, I want something salty because too much sugar has gone into my body. Too many gels, too many like salt solution, fasten up gel. I need something salty.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I felt like crossing the finish line.
Yeah.
I felt like, oh man, I have given everything.
Yeah.
And it was like a perfect race, I
Yeah.
felt. And we met after the
You were
race.
there.
We were there after the finish, and like it took me 2 hours to not stop cramping. Like, okay, Abhi is like,
Yeah.
I couldn't even sit for like an hour.
You want to stretch, but then you're like so like over.
Everything that I move everywhere is like,
The moment you stop, you're like, okay, now you're feeling the whole soreness because the moment you stop, even if you want to like move next step, it's going to feel very
Yeah,
badly.
yeah.
Even if you do stretching, I'm like, it will take some time.
yeah.
So I think we had a late night, like evening flight. We came back home and I got like a hot water bag and I was like through on my thighs and like I want to like keep it better. Like it's not going to get well otherwise. So it was so.
It took me like 2 days of limping all.
So limping did not happen for me. I don't know why. Maybe because it's strength training. Limping did not happen, but I could feel the soreness, the DOMS. I don't know why because I was still doing all my runs.
Yeah.
Even the week leading up to the run, I was doing my 15 minutes run. The speed slightly lower speed intervals I was given, but it like limping wasn't there, but the soreness was still there. As if you're because probably 21K was a long and you put in all your effort, right? Like go out. Just do whatever best you can. So it was the soreness was there, but I think by Monday evening it was all gone.
Yeah.
But
so both my quads were like jammed. Like I was like
yeah.
So Monday was slightly better, but it was like all
It was
everyone at work knew that this fellow did something. Like
it was a rest day, nothing like literally just so tired because we also reached home around 10:30, 11 in the night. Like we want to just sleep because it was a hectic time. Saturday morning, early morning flight, then Sunday you're getting back home.
Yeah.
So completely rest on my.
Another thing was I had hardly 3-4 hours of sleep going into it, and like 2-3 days, different place, different bed, different whatever. I mean, it can be a 5-star hotel, but it's not your bed.
Yeah.
Right?
That's also one thing I'm trying to be consistent. My target is now these days at least get 6 hours, 45 minutes to 7 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
I think if I cross 7, I'm very and I'm trying because we sleep early, right? Even if I sleep at 10:30 max and wake up by 5:30, I think I'm covering 7 hours of sleep, which is very good. So no late nights. Like if you tell me we have a late party, sorry, I'm out.
Yeah.
I think that's with all the cyclist parties that everybody just sleeps.
All our it's very funny, all our parties start at 5 or something.
Wrap up by 9.
Wrap up at 9. Those days of like 11:30, 12 are all done. 7
hours of sleep I need to recover and to feel good about
it. If it is going beyond 10, it means it's on a Sunday night and Monday is a rest day for everyone. So only that too is the possibility.
So Saturdays Milam goes for like his long ride, right? So I sleep like till 6:30, 7ish because I am also sleeping. So Milam, I got like 8 hours of sleep today. So I'm very happy. And of course it gets killed up on Sunday morning, right? Because Saturday evening you want to watch something, like watch a TV or like serial or something, and then you're waking up early for your early morning run. 6.5 hours. But I think even 6.5 hours I think does a decent job.
Yeah.
Target is 7 hours every day. So I'm also actively tracking every day.
Yeah.
Even at 6 hours 56 minutes, I think I can do better. Next to 7 hours of target. So target is 7 hours every day. I think with age and everything, you also need that sleep to recover.
True.
So sleep really helps it.
Yeah, excellent. So what's there on the menu for this year?
I was thinking I'll do TCS 10K, but not sure.
When is this?
27th April. The dates are out.
27th April, huh?
Yeah.
I should probably
I'm most likely
consider.
not going to be there. So,
Okay.
so missing that. There's supposed to be happening like a tough man on tomorrow actually.
Tomorrow actually is a tough.
Tomorrow is tough man, right?
Yeah.
So, like my coach was like, you should run for tough man. You already have trained. I said, I am, but sorry, one is enough. And it's also very far. Like it's I think Mysore.
It's a nice road.
Nice road is very far, which means you have to even wake up earlier than TMM and then go. So sorry, I can't do that on Sunday morning again unless I'm traveling to Bombay for that trip.
Yeah. But anyway, I think my next one would be Bangalore half.
It's October.
Which is October.
October.
But I want to put something in the middle. I mean, next 2-3 months is going to be cycling focused.
There must be something from NEB, right? NEB will have something.
Yeah.
So one I remember NEB happened. NEB Ultra Marathon, not marathon. Ultra happened in December. On 8th of December.
Okay.
12.5 kilometers I participated. So I got podium in that in my age category.
Oh, nice.
So it was more like a practice run for me, right? And it was a GKVK campus in Bangalore. So I told my coach I'm going to run that. He's like, that's fine. So it was not a lot of crowd. You'll feel good about yourself because you're getting a podium.
Yeah.
So it was the speed was also decent. I think 5:58, 5:59, similar to what I ran in my team. But also it was like sort of a slopey kind of a campus. But it was decent. So I was like, I'm very happy I got managed podium in my age category. I think as you age, you feel like lesser people are running in your age. So you can manage to get a podium.
You also need to be a bit smart in, choosing races.
Where is lesser crowd where you can get a podium, right? So I'm sure NEB will have something in between. It's not area, it's VDHM now, Vedanta Half Marathon. So last 2 years, I think the Bangalore and the Delhi one has been clashing on the same days or even a week apart.
Oh, okay.
I think 2023 they were clashing, so I could not go for the VDHM. Last year, I think they made sure that it was 1 week apart so that people can go. Otherwise, Bangalore people will not go to Delhi unless you want a PR on the flattest route. I think this year again, this must be like on a separate weekend, so you can target Delhi or Bangalore again. As you know, you'll get.
Yeah, it's like I prefer Bangalore over traveling. But TMM definitely I will travel.
Yeah.
But I'll see. I'm not very concerned about
the timings.
The timings, PR and all will happen when they happen. But
maybe 45 plus. Lesser people will be running.
Dude, there are so many fast runners.
In that age category.
I mean, I am a complete noob when it comes to running. So it's like now my PB 204 was PB by 11 minutes. Okay. And in my age category, people run 120 something. So
did you see your rank where you stood?
So not really interested.
Be happy that you're just running.
Just
pain-free running and just enjoying the
stay injury free.
Exactly.
Have fun, enjoy.
I think that's what it is, right? You can't be racing all the time. So if I'm going for my easy run, minimum will be like you're doing your easy run. Don't be like competing with yourself. Every run cannot be like at a faster pace, right?
That is a very important. What I did in this training cycle is also that my easy runs were really easy.
Yeah.
My heart rate did not cross 140.
Oh, that's good.
Long runs.
Yeah.
Like I kept track on that. So for that itself, I instead of trusting the wrist from the watch, I bought a optical HR, the armband, and I was like, okay, I will keep it like this.
But were you able to maintain the pace? Because I sometimes struggle if I'm doing easy run.
Pace whatever
doesn't
it is.
matter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
You go by the easy feel and the
heart rate should be lesser.
That's it. So used to be 640, 650 kind of.
Of course, you will not be hitting 630 or 650.
Yeah. So it was getting close to 630 around, in the later part. But it was like good enough.
Yeah.
So
structured training helps.
It helps. It definitely helps.
You know what you have to do.
Consistency helps.
You know what you have to do. Like you will not have to think, "Acha 5K kar le, kya 6K karne ka man kar raha hai." You know you have to do 15 minutes of run no matter what.
Yeah.
You have to do 15K. I think the first long run I was given was 12K, and I remember even the weekend before that I had done 11K or something. So as part of the structured plan, when I was supposed to do 12K at 10.5, I'm like, I think I'm done. I can't do it. I stopped it. I told my coach, I can't do it because I'm not able to do it. I don't know why, but I cannot go beyond 10.5. So that's okay. Next time you can go for it. So 10.5 to 12, then 14, then 15, then 17. At 17, then he said, did you try using gels? So I've never used gels otherwise. So I said, okay, let me ask Milam because he has like tons of gels. All the cyclists with that. I'm choosing my flavors, which one I want to try, lemon, orange. When he got the set of gels, I said, I'm going to take out like lemon, orange for myself. DMM, you're not going to use it. So I kept it separately.
Nice, you stole them.
Exactly, because there's so many flavors, right? And you want to use the best one which you want to have. So the cherry and mixed fruit and all that, I don't want that. So lemon and pineapple, they were all fine.
Nice.
So 17K was the first time when I started trying out the gels. And I told him, should I try the fasten up? Because a lot of people are saying fasten up gels are fine. He said, use the SIS gels, I'm using them. So and they were good actually.
Yeah.
So I use the gels. I think it gives you instant energy.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Like maybe
definitely help, especially for those high intensity stuff.
So I remember when I was doing my trial runs over here around this area, not even the society, I knew where I'm going to take a climb. So just before the climb, I used to take the gels. So by the time I reached climb, of course, I was not like tired or something, but I knew I can push myself. But that's it. I think it's too sweet. By the end of the run, you're like, I want something salty. Too sweet, too sugar, glucose, everything you're taking into your body.
Yeah.
You want something salty.
Teeth also can get sensitive with that.
After the run, I went back to the hotel. I had a lot of breads. I said, I want bread and butter. I can't eat anything sweet anymore.
Yeah.
But you need the sugar as well. You can't run without sugar. That's the thing. If you want to like cut down on your sugar, you need sugar for your runs.
Yeah.
So you can't go sugar free.
Correct.
So the irony.
Super. And cycling. How do you enjoy cycling as well?
It has taken a backseat.
Yeah.
I think before Ayan, I used to go out cycling, mostly with Milam or sometimes otherwise as well. But somebody has to be home. So if Milam is going out on Saturday mornings, I'm home. And then Sunday, then whatever time I get, I go for my run. But he keeps telling me, if you find company, if you want to go for cycling, I will stay back on Saturday morning. I will not go for Nandi.
Wow.
He still told me that. So I'm going to hold up onto that whenever I get a chance. But I think I still have my cycle. I'm happy with my home cycle, Amazon basic cycle, whatever I have. And Milam is actually surprised that I'm still using that cycle because I got it in 2021 May. So 4 years, almost 4 years.
Wow.
He thought after delivery I will not be using it.
It'll become a clothes stand or something.
So you're not going to use it, but because part of my cross training, I'm happy to use it. When I'm not able to go to gym, I'm able to use it at home. I think worth it. I would say paisa vasool jo cheez nahi.
Yeah, for sure.
And nothing fancy, not like a trainer, which like the cyclist had, like a basic cycle which you can use to just feel good. Yeah. Basic cardio, you can get it done. If you can't go out on runs, when summer starts, it's going to be very hot.
Right.
If you don't want to go out for a run, you can just do basic cycling. Yeah. So that's the cycling I've done. When we go to Goa, then we cycle because we have like cycles over there.
Right.
And then we have my in-laws to take care of my aunt because somebody has to be with my aunt.
True.
But yeah, I think cycling for now is not like active cycling. But I was telling Milam we should participate in the duathlon, which is going to happen.
Yeah. April it's there.
It's there. So you should be cycling, I should be running. Somebody has to take care of Ayan. Let's call our parents.
Nice. Yeah, could do that, right? And I mean, we could take care of Ayan once at the start point.
Be best friends with him. Most welcome.
We'll put him in the timing crew.
Yeah, he knows anyways a lot of you guys.
He was there last time.
I know, I wasn't there. It was supposed to be like my break. Please take him.
So it was fun. We were looking at the aircrafts going up.
Yeah.
And super fun.
I think that's the attraction for him. If you tell him you're going to see a lot of aeroplanes, please take him. He'll come immediately with you.
Excellent. And talking of company for cycling, a lot of spokeswomen are there. So
I haven't. That's what I'm still in touch with Vidya. Like sometimes we discuss let's cycle, but these guys cycle on Saturday. So the thing is, Milam goes out with you guys on Saturday to Nandi. So
get them to ride on Sundays. Spokeswoman.
That's what, right? Yeah. I've told Vidya sometimes, we should do it on Sunday. Sunday ko we rest. We don't do cycling. So maybe some one of the Saturdays, but I think it's not in my mind right now. I also have to decide, do I still want to participate in a running event, go for a structured training, or just for cross training, just do cycling, go out, leisure, and then come back?
I mean, like we should also not be very greedy.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
going well.
I'm
with
very happy.
running. It's
I don't want to be on the podium every time. I'm very
it's
happy
like
just
good.
running
Yeah.
and just be happy about myself
Right.
that I'm able to run pain-free and
Yeah.
get a good night's sleep. That's it. Very happy
Excellent,
about that.
excellent. Super fun conversation. Richa.
Thank you.
To conclude this session, what are some of the learnings over the years that you would like to share with fellow working athletes?
I think the only learning I have that you have to be consistent. If you're not consistent, you will not enjoy.
Yeah.
Because I'm consistent in my head, I know that if I will do it regularly, I'll feel happy, I'll be very active. And I also generally feel good about the entire day. But of course, you will get tired by the end of the day because the kid is there, you are managing the house, you have work, everything else. But when you start your day, you feel very good about the day. Mentally, I feel like I can do a lot of things when I've done my workout, I've done a run. Of course, it clears out a lot of things in your head as well. It's not like I'm thinking a lot of things when I'm running. It's just like you're looking around in the society, people, school, kids going to the school buses. But I think being consistent really helps, at least to me in my head.
Yeah.
And then I think strength training as well.
Yeah.
I felt that was a game changer in the past 2 or 3 years. I feel really strong otherwise. And I keep telling to Milam, he doesn't do any strength training.
Yeah.
It's only just cycling at home or on weekends cycling. So even if it's like doing basic dumbbell exercises, just bicep curls or even like squats and everything, I think that really helps. And I've been pretty consistent, so I keep ordering like higher weights all the time. But I've also been reading that as a runner, you should not be focusing on a lot of heavy weights. You should focus on lighter weights and just do repetitions. I think 10 to 12 repetitions and a couple of sets. So
both works. I mean, there are both schools of thought.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm okay as long as I feel good about myself.
Yeah.
I'm not into like any professional sport that I have to be like very consistent. I just do something which I will feel good about myself. If it's a leg day, I'll do leg day exercises. I know I'm not going to get sore because I've been doing this pretty consistently. But I think strength training and being consistent, I think has been really helpful. And I really feel good otherwise.
Yeah.
If I do that, I'm sorted for the day. I can do anything. And I'm happy to wake up early also because you can't do these things when you wake up at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning.
For sure.
So when you wake up before the kid wakes up, you're sorted. And then when the kid wakes up, you can be spending a good amount of time with the kid. Otherwise, you are cranky. It results into, whatever time you spend with the kid. I think both of us, Milam and I, we have realized this. So both of us, we give each other space that you do your workout, I'll do my workout, and we'll be very happy. Overall, generally. And that's a good start to the day because you're starting your day on a very positive note. Yeah. And I think that really helps me mentally and otherwise as well at work as well.
Perfect. Super. I'm really inspired to see both of you doing really well.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for taking the time and sharing.
Thank you for having me. It was completely like unplanned. But yeah, thank you for coming over and then doing this and having me.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That was my conversation with Richa. I hope you enjoyed that. If you are enjoying these podcasts and are finding them useful, please consider supporting the podcast by subscribing to it on YouTube as well as on your favorite podcasting app. It really helps. Thanks again for your continuous support. See you next week with another guest.